Hey guys, this is Ryan with Rigs with Death Metal. Today we're going to be checking out the Smarve Distortion pedal from Smirmoor. Let's hear it. All right, you guys got to hear this thing in a mix. You got to hear it by itself, so we're going to chat about it a second. I've got the listing pulled up here. As you could tell, this is a chainsaw type distortion pedal, but I think it's got pretty good flexibility. I actually kind of like dialing it in, sort of like an overdrive. I had a Kemper profile of a Michael Klein modded Marshall JMP. Not a super high gain tone by any means, just kind of a crunchy rock, kind of, like that kind of fat JMP sound. So getting, this is about the settings I used, I believe. Pretty good amount of gain from the pedal, like most of it, right? And the pre-bass and tone control, volume I had, let me just go through the settings. Volume, back it off to about 10, 11 o'clock. Gain, have it about, I don't know, like 1 or 2 o'clock. And then the tone and pre-bass controls I had dimed, and the phase switch I had it over to the right. Yeah, to be completely honest, I can't quite remember which side is which, but yeah, I think this comes out to about roughly $200 US for a handmade pedal that looks pretty sick. It's super rugged built. Not too crazy bulky either. Yeah. This is with most HM2 or chainsaw style pedals. I typically always like getting kind of like more of a crunchy tone, not a super high gain amp sound, but just, more of like a rock kind of tone. And then just kind of supplement it as, like a really dirty kind of overdrive, but getting that tone stack, that really dime tone stack from the pedal. If you wanted to run this into the clean channel of an amp, it'll still do the chainsaw thing just fine. You can mess with it a little bit and run this into a bass. Works great for bass too. I would dial back on the whole chainsaw settings a little bit, a little bit more mild, but I don't like a ton of distortion on bass anyway. Yeah, I want to thank Smirmoor for sending this out to us. Super cool. It's a lot more usable and musical than a lot of HM2 variants out there. It's not quite as harsh. If any of you are familiar with the Boss HM2 or the Swedish chainsaw sound, it is a very abrasive, which is the point, right? It's a very ugly, very abrasive sound. This I would feel like could almost kind of, maybe lean into a little bit more of like a fuzz kind of thing, possibly. But I don't know. It kind of, like I said, it's versatile enough. You could use it as an overdrive. You could really, dial in some very mild settings and just get a really good overdrive tone. Very, very flexible. But, yeah. And furthermore, there's not a ton of details on the website about it. It's a unique 5-gain stage pedal for standard or low tune guitars with 16 clipping diodes, TL072 op amps, 19914 clipping diodes, and a 1590 BB enclosure. Let me see. Yeah, pretty much all the details we got on it right now. You might remember Smirmoor from the Saule overdrive pedal that we did a while back, which was sort of like their modded Rat in a sense, just with way. One thing I've noticed with Smirmoor pedals is, one, they're built like tanks. Two, it's like, yeah, one's like a modded Rat, one's a modded HM2 technically, but both pedals were incredibly versatile. Had a lot of range to both of them for being as simple as they are. Just tons of usable gain. The EQ it never gets too out of hand. Everything is just very, very musical. But as of right now, those are the only two pedals that they have. But they also are doing a limited edition distortion pedal. Looks like kind of a 2-knob chainsaw kind of deal. Yeah. But all these pretty reasonable for being hand built by one individual. Looks like they're all like around 200 US, except for the new limited edition one coming out. That's like looks to be probably more like 100. But yeah, thank you again to Smirmoor Pedals for sending this out to us. Really enjoy it. It's a very, very different take on the chainsaw, and I really enjoyed it. Comment down below. Let us know what you think. And like, share, subscribe, all that stuff, and check out Smirmoor Pedals. We'll see you next time. Peace.